initially it was like a sandy coloured, as if it was sort of sand moving in the current towards Langland. I don't know if you noticed.
Were there bubbles on the top?
Sorry?
Were there bubbles on the top?
Strange enough, there was a bit of scum around the edge, but no.
Yeah, well, that's, you know what that is, don't you? That's the shorter outfall of Mumble's head.
Yeah, well, it seemed to be coming round from the point, though. It seemed to be coming that way. But yeah, is that still?
The tide was going out, Mike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the tide was going out, so any water coming in, because it'll come into the bay and go back out, would come from the Mumble side then, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't know if it was coming or going. Like you could just see it there. It was like it was almost like a different sort of stream almost, but it just looked like sand. Is that, sorry, going back, is that still operating then, Dave? The outfall?
Yeah, if they use when they put in all the new stuff, when they dug the prom up and put all the new piping in, they left all the stuff from West Cross goes down to Mumbles, goes the other way and then goes back.
Yeah.
Because if they have an emergency, they need to use that outfall.
All right.
But if you ring up Welsh Water and ask them, they'll tell you how many times they release from there.
All right. But that's about half a mile out, isn't it? Past Mumbles.
No, it's shorter than that.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a lot shorter than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's where all the fishermen go, is it?
It's like an emergency.
Well, yeah, and I mean, when you see it, you can always see if it's a sewage, because it's got the detergent in it.
Yeah.
So there's always
toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's the Swansea City Council's emergency toilet.
Yeah. But I mean, we've had no rain. If that's what it was, we've had no rain. What's the emergency that they need to release
That's
it?
true. Yeah.
Mass outbreak of diarrhea in Swansea.
Yeah.
If everybody's had an Indian the week before or something.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought they stopped using that.
No, they use it. So I mean, it was a few years ago now, but they released out of it like 200 and something times in 1 year. But
Is that when when you're in Bracelet Bay car park?
Yeah.
And you walk towards the pier end of the car park.
Yeah.
And then there's a ramp going down.
That's it. That's where the doors are.
You can access the beach, and there's at the end of the ramp, there's double doors going into the rocks.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's a pumping station there, isn't there?
Yeah.
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 It's not even a pumping station. It's just a hatch store down there. The pumping station down by the yacht club.
Yeah, down by that just before yacht club, there's a place, and that's where they treat it. Yeah, they used to treat it, and all they did was they pumped it up a shaft, and then dropped it back down, and they had a grid there, and a kid's bucket, that they dig the sand with, would go through the grid. The grid was that spaced,
right?
And that was treatment. They put detergent with it and let it go.
All right.
Oh, tidy.
There are pumps in that. There's a pump house where Biscuit's talking about. You can hear them.
Yeah, I guess they'd have to pump it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Somewhere there, yeah.
Because a couple, was it about 2 years ago, they were doing a lot of digging up in the car park, and I can remember I said to one of the guys working there, what are you actually doing then, boys? And he said, don't tell anybody, but we're digging a tunnel to Joe's.
I don't know if anybody's been in there. My mother-in-law, funny enough, she was talking about it last week, and she went in there. I think it was just after it opened. So I don't.
I've been in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in.
She
I went
said
in
it
there.
was all. She said it was all white tiles, and it was lovely in there. She said.
As a day out when I was in tech, of all things, and they took us right the way down to the main door, and it's like a great big old-fashioned vault door, huge steel thing on, you know, two big hinges, all the rest of it. And the guy said, if you put your hand out, you can open that door with one hand because it's so well counterbalanced. And it was absolutely 2 foot thick in shit. I thought, there's no way I'm going to put my hand on that to open it.
Yeah.
It's more of a deterrent.
Yeah.
How far in did you go, Gary?
All the way down
Right
to
to the
the
shed.
lock. We didn't open it, no. All the way down to the door, all the way down to the hatch.
So you're right underneath there.
Yeah.
Because it goes to the middle of the hill, doesn't it, as a big thing. Then apparently there's 2 other tunnels, one going to where Biscuit was talking about, and another one going towards Forts.
It was a long time ago now. I think to get to the door, it must have been something like about 200, 250 yards. It's not so long.
Because if you go up onto Mumbles Hill, they got a vent up there because you can hear the pump sort of going all the time there.
Yeah.
You mentioning Forts then, we were talking to them. I was asking her when their building project starts, but they're not doing the double, the double story thing now. They're just basically knocking down the forts that's there now and building a brick structure almost identical to what's there now.
I wouldn't have thought they would have got permission because that would have been right in front of the houses or the flats above, wouldn't it? Like it would be so 5 feet away.
I remember a show. I remember seeing the plans somewhere. I can't remember whether it was down there or whether I saw it. I can't remember where I saw it now, but I saw plans of what they were intending, and looked good to me. But I'm not living behind them.
Yeah.
Forts must have a bit of money behind them, so it could be they just get permission accidentally.
I don't know. It could do, but although saying that, I'm not sure if it would spoil it. I don't know if the charm of the place is the way it is. If you know what I mean. Sort of a bit of a shack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll just be like any other place.
Yeah, it's like a good old-fashioned ice cream parlour, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Even with the old tables in there, it just works, doesn't it? People like it. You can modern it up.
But I don't know, maybe they've got structural problems with the building. I mean, now it's quite a few years old now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it wouldn't do anything to just rebuild it in modern materials and do it in the same way. You know, the same design.
Yeah.
It would be modern then, but it would be old looking sort of thing to blend in with the.
But I think it's still got the tin roof, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen the roof of it.
Well, yeah, because I think it's like a galvanized tin, one of those curly roofs.
Corrugated
galvanized roof.
Yeah, that's the word. Corrugated. Yeah, I think it is. Something's telling me it is.
No, obviously it's a normal ceiling inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you know? I've never looked up.
Yeah.
One doesn't look up very often when eating ice cream.
Yeah.
One is looking at the ice cream.
One has beans on toast in there, Con. I don't know if people still sit down and have an ice cream. Or scrambled eggs are nice there as well.
It's just, I'd rather, if I'm going to have something, I'd rather have something in Forts and give them my money than somebody like Costa, or although I have hard coffee in Costa, but I'm not a lover of Verdi's personally.
Yeah. So I've got to tell you this because Con will like this. Go on, Con. Fish and chips in the Langland Brass. How much? I mean, bear in mind, you get quite a small fish. It's not a big fish, about that big. And you get about 8 sort of large chips.
All right. Okay, I'll go for £9.
No. Any other takers?
Well, I would have said 12, but
I was thinking 12, to be honest.
Yeah, go 15 then.
£13.50.
Fucking hell.
Bargain.
What about? I'm gonna buy a ticket to come up for that.
I forgot about the inflation this year.
Yeah. It's I think it's gone up about
last year's prices.
Yeah. It's gone up over. It used to be about 8-9 quid. Now it's £30.50, and that's takeaway as well.
And there's £3 for tartar sauce.
How much is fish and chips in Johnny's now? Roughly
About £8.50, I think.
£8, yeah.
Oh.
And that's because the chips are about £3.
My flappers have never been so gasted.
Yeah.
£8.50 for fish and chips. How much is curry and chips then? Got to be about £2, isn't it?
Chips are about £3.
Chips are £3. So it's going to be more.
I think curry sauce.
I'm staying here in France. Huh?
Yeah. When was the last time you were in Mumbles?
About 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You'd be lucky to get a carton of curry sauce for £1.
Bloody
Yeah, £1.50, I think it is.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I mean, you can actually go and eat.
That's deluxe eating, isn't it? Going out for a curry.
It is because you can go to somewhere like
chips with a buttered bap in Johnny.
Barry Ramsden's,
that's deluxe, you know. It's going to cost you about a tenner for a buttered bun.
You can go to Bistro Pierre and have a 2-course meal for about £9.50, I think. But they go like, I think in Hole in the Wall, the chips there are £4, I think. I think so. But
it's so much cheaper, but the chips are not the same.
Well,
but yeah, in some places you can get real chips, you know, potato ones, real ones.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice
hand-cut ones.
Nice chip shop by Dave.
Yeah.
In Penclough.
On the corner there.
And that cafe, that ice cream parlour place there now.
Yeah, that's all part of the Rake and Riddle.
Right.
Same people. And Gower Brewery.
Right.
What is it, Roma, the chip shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roma, yeah.
Is that the same as the other one?
Go sign them. You should go sign them, people.
Yeah. Is that I knew that was popular. Is it still very popular?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good as well.
What's good about it is you've got a great big car park across the road from there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can sit on the front there and eat your chips, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing better. The only thing that spoils it is polystyrene holders, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the newspapers, are you?
The seagulls
they could have cardboard holders, couldn't they? You know, really.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny's does cardboard ones, cardboard boxes. But
yeah. The only thing is that why is it that somebody else's chips always smells better than yours?
They always smell good when they walk past you, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worse than toasted tea cake with butter on it. Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
All that.
Not my thing. That buttered toast cakes.
Tea cakes, not toast.
Yeah, no, still, I know, yeah.
Never been.
Are they the one with the raisins in?
Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
Because I never like sort of burnt raisins.
Well, no, burnt. They sort of warmed up.
Yeah.
When they put them in the toaster, they sort of get the ones on the outside get a bit burnt.
Toasted tea cake.
Yeah, one's towards the surface, isn't it?
Yeah. But they put me right off.
How are they going to stop this problem again this year with everybody leaving all their crap on the beach and in the park and everything.
Moan about it. You're not going to stop it here.
I asked Paul to help out. I said, Paul, can't you go down there every day and clean it up? But he wasn't keen on that.
You think he'd have enough time in his hands, wouldn't
Yeah.
He's not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah.
But you're not going to change people now, are you?
The places he looks after are busier than
It's
I've ever
10
seen
years.
them. They're full every day.
Yeah.
You see that those people in that used to be 360 on the slip there. That was
Ryan, yeah.
Secret Cafe, the stuff that they were picking up there. I don't know if it was yesterday or today.
But it's all their stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
She reckons.
At least the other day I went past there. I'd say it was 100, but that's probably exaggeration. There must have been 50 in a queue there, waiting to get stuff.
Yeah.
It's manic down there. It's because it's the only place, isn't it? There's nowhere else around.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mind the queue was round past the church at Joe's today, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.